Help us understand, why is art and artist required for the society?
Wow. One of the most important questions which bothered the hell out of me. Practitioner of art can express meaning of life.
Are there things about you that you no longer associate with?
Wow, Shashi Masi, it's amazing!
Kevin, these are the best laddus you will ever eat.
I totally agree.
And my wife, she was born to make laddus. अरे मैं तारीफ कर रहा हूँ बाबा.
What would you say is a true man?
Wow. It is difficult now when Lakshmi has taken over Saraswati. Most successful person in my childhood were the teachers and professors. Those who were Saraswati was the successful
Gyan tha jinke
Gyan,
paas.
and nowadays it's Lakshmi.
Are you a follower or are you the leader?
Dude, it's a good question and nobody asked me that.
Hi, welcome to Flirting with the Fish. This time we have Adil Hussain, the wonderful Indian actor, with us on the podcast. I hope you enjoy. Help us understand, why is art and artist required for the society?
Wow. Very, very important question actually, because one of the most important questions which bothered the hell out of me in mid-90s, asked my teacher who taught me briefly in NSD, who is an ashramite in Pondicherry. So I went up to him and I asked him, why do I have to act? What good does it do to me? I mean, I know it does good to me because I become popular, I get some money, I get my satisfaction, but why?
Why?
Why would I have to? Is it an ego trip? Is it a, narcissistic action that I commit and I want to commit all my life? Is that why? I mean, it's not good enough for me to put in that hard work unless there is a deeper purpose.
Yeah.
मुझे कुछ और क्यों नहीं करना है? He said, those are very important questions, Adil. Why do you do what you do? And then he told me quite a few stories. There is one of the things he mentioned is the first thing was probably the word empathy. So he says, art is one of the most effective and most beautiful process through which a practitioner of art can express the meaning of life, finding in a higher purpose of life through beauty and aesthetics. Then another teacher of mine said that, there's a spoon which is functional and you use, and somebody made a design on the spoon and it looks beautiful. It's functional and beautiful. So when you look at this beautiful, you feel good. There is a sense of satisfaction. Our body is designed to experience beauty. Our body is designed to experience something which is beauty without any agenda of quid pro quo. It's like giving when you see a sunset or a beautiful bird or a flower. So it is an activity of human being through which human being has found meaning beyond survival. Something that gives you a greater purpose of life. So art serves that purpose in human being, that it gives you a sense of meaning, a sense of joy, a sense of contentment, a sense of peace as well.
Yeah.
And empathy it creates. In my case, in the case that I act as an act, my actions are towards creating a role crafted by a writer-director and to create and invoke empathy from the audience, even if the person is a
Negative character.
That's my job. Because create hatred is not my job. My job is to make the other who is watching to completely become one with me and see my point of view. Why am I behaving the way I'm behaving?
Yeah.
There's a backstory to every human being, including Hitler.
Yeah.
So that's one of the greatest reason why I think art, not only in film, but in a great novel or a great real story or a documentary or a piece of painting or a sculpture, brings in those amazing, sometimes very abstract feeling
Yeah.
that you just
Always.
are wonder-struck. You're like watching it.
Yeah.
When I look at Van Gogh or a Botticelli or any other painter, Rembrandt, or when I go to Ajanta or Ellora, it's just sense of like how many hours and days
Days and
and
years.
weeks and months and years these Buddhist monks have spent to paint one part of the
Power. Yeah.
and they carved the whole mountain to make a temple out of it. What dedication.
Yeah.
So for me, there is another beautiful story that happened with me. So I got a voice note from a neurologist in Toronto, a woman. She met this lady who had been coming to that hospital for last 1.5 years since the time that lady's son was 3 months old. So that day, this doctor, who is not a surgeon but a neurologist, was there and asked that, okay, now he has gone into the surgery, what are you going to do? Oh, I'll watch one movie. My name came up. And she got interested because she is from Assam, the neurologist. And she was like, oh, I know of him. I don't know him. What is it about? So, no, this movie is called Mukti Bhavan, which I have watched at least 3-4 times. And also all other movies. When I know that if I watch his movies, my baby will be fine. When I heard that, it's my Oscar, and more than my Oscar. What else do you need? My teacher told me in 1996, 97, that you create empathy. And it gives a certain peace and joy because we are all with follies.
He said that for you
Yeah.
as Adil?
No,
or
to
as
any.
actors?
It's the job. That's our job. That's the job. That's the objective of the art.
Right. So that was the answer of why should I act?
Exactly.
But how do non-actors learn to empathize so deeply?
You cannot teach empathy. I mean, when I say teach means intellectually. You can talk about it, but then you have to make the human being experience. In our work, the demand is such as an actor that we have to learn it.
Yeah.
So for a non-actor, a person who does not deal with this as a profession, they need to, that means this is a life skill. It is not an actor's skill only.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I have understood.
Yeah. It's
a life skill. And we must introduce this from the kindergarten level. Very gently, so that it becomes, it is not even a second habit. It is that. You are an empathetic person.
Yeah.
You become an empath.
Fully.
The example I would give you, Amanur Chakiyar, who was one of the greatest Kudiyattam guru from Kerala. He would go to see his friends who is unwell, and he will be unwell as soon as he goes because he's completely empathizing. This is a skill that they have learned being an actor. That's the wisdom of performing arts we have in India. It's not taught in the drama schools.
Not at all.
It should be at least taught in the drama school.
Much later. It gets skilled in the school itself.
No, I'm saying in drama school, at least we should be taught this skill.
Now that you're specifically focusing on drama. Then, I think what you mean is that it's a way of life, right? And actors do it for the profession.
Yeah, there's a demand for it.
But that is what our life needs to be.
Correct.
And it is like those moments where we connect and bond, we relate, are those moments only.
Yes.
Maybe need to do it more often, more consciously so that a life is more fuller of these
It's a
experiences?
difficult one in the kinds of life that we lead now.
Yeah. Why do you say it's difficult?
Difficult because of the idea of human society has been shaped by. It used to be, for example, in terms of education, we used to have Gurukul system, which is gone. It had been modernized, so-called modernized. And what is a successful person? Those who have more money are successful. That is the idea which had been sold.
Yeah.
Like most successful person, when in my childhood were the teachers and professors. Those who were Saraswati was the successful
Gyan tha jinke paas.
and nowadays it's Lakshmi all the time.
Yeah.
So there has to be somewhere balance. So I think it is difficult now when Lakshmi has taken over Saraswati. Another story which came to my mind in terms of why I do what I do. So my teacher told me another story, which is a beautiful story of Hanuman and Yamraaj. They said he was saying that the Hanuman and Yamraaj is on their way to meet Vishnu.
Okay.
Vishnuji is sitting in his abode and waiting for them. And on the way, Yamraj saw a beautiful bird on a tree and kept looking at it for a long, long time. And Hanuman, being emotional, very emotional.
Yeah.
And he looked at the bird and looked at Yamraj and thought, oh my God, the bird is so beautiful. Now he's going to kill the bird. And Yamraj looked at it for a long time and it suddenly disconnected. And then he went in. Hanuman thought, oh, okay, let me just do something about it because he cannot take this beautiful bird is going to be killed.
And I have a moment.
I have a moment
Yeah.
and he can just disappear and come back.
Yeah.
You know, he can fly fast.
Yeah.
So he took the bird and said, hey, bird, you are in trouble. Mar jaoge tum, chup raho. And he flew the bird 3,000 kilometers away. I mean, the story goes like that, 3,000 kilometers away, put the bird on a, branch of a tree and said, don't move. And bird is like, yeah, aap keh rahe to bilkul. So then the bird, Hanuman came and went in as if nothing has happened.
Yeah.
And like, and Vishnuji, of course, looked at Hanuman like, knowing everything what has happened. And Yamraj came out and looked at the tree. The bird is not there. Looked down. Nowhere the bird to be seen. So asked Hanuman, did you see the bird? Hanuman's, I can't lie.
Yeah.
Is God.
Honest. Yeah.
So he says, yeah, I saw the bird, but, and so he told him. Yamraj looked at him and said, okay, thank you. So Hanuman was surprised that he was expecting a scolding.
Yeah.
So he said, why did you thank me? I was supposed to scold me. No. Because when I was looking at the bird, I was just marveling. This bird was supposed to be killed in next 3 minutes, 3,000 kilometers away. And I was wondering how would it reach? Then I thought that is above my pay grade. So that's not my department. That's Vishnuji's department. So Hanuman was like, what are you saying? And so now this is a brilliant story. He told me, he said, Adil, just imagine, there are 4 perspectives in that. Okay? Vishnuji's perspective. Now Hanuman being an extremely devoted devotee and very emotional entity would behave the way he's supposed to behave. And he behaved and maintained the law of nature. If he wouldn't have behaved...
If it didn't, then it would not be Hanuman.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh no, it would hamper the law of nature because the bird is supposed to die.
Yeah.
It would not happen
3,000 kilometers
away.
Yeah.
So, but Hanuman did it thinking he's saving the bird. That is the part that we need to look at.
Yeah.
Because it is not that death is bad. First of all, one has to understand that. It's a transition.
Yeah.
And when you do something which you feel like doing, which you think is going to be good for the other, you don't know.
So the roles that you do, since you choose them so particularly,
right.
2 things. ये तो बहुत क्लियर है कि आप स्टार बनने के लिए या फेमस होने के लिए या पैसे कमाने के लिए एक्ट नहीं करते हो. That's very evident. तो ये जो रोल्स आप करते हो, एक as an actor, इस process से गुजरने से, what have you gained in life as a human being?
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm not an actor, but I believe that it will not be a switch on, switch off button कि अच्छा वो role खत्म हो गया, वो act खत्म हो गया, and Adil would be back to जहाँ था. कुछ तो लेके आते होगे वहाँ से. I am guessing.
कुछ आते हैं. वो लेके आता हूँ मुझे नहीं पता है. ऐसे roles समझिए कि Mephistopheles, for example. Dr. Faust. The incarnation, the personification of evil.
Yeah.
When I did that, I know what I don't want to be. That's not the path that I would like to go, which was a very experiential and intellectual understanding that is so addictive to become and to manipulate, to enjoy the cruelty, enjoy how to manipulate common people. That, and it gives so much power, the kind of egotistical trip that you are in. And I enjoyed that for almost 5 months. And it ended when I was watching my dad, who I met after 1.5 years. He was moist, he had moist eyes. And I'm like, that old man is sad. So that kind of... So I was like, what am I doing? My God. And that sort of opened my eyes that if you let it linger, anything which is, even if you let it linger, your Jesusness, also, it is probably better than let Mephistopheles linger in your being. And it is because it is also very addictive. When something like that happens, it happened to me in Othello as well. I played Othello for 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's a very different feeling when I played Mephistopheles, because Othello is ignorant, innocent, foolish, brave, emotionally volatile guy, you know? And probably it resonated with me so much because I had been an ignorant, emotionally volatile person. And then because of it is Shakespeare, and there are other characters who sort of fills in the gap of the follies that Othello has by Iago. So you listen to it also. And being interpreted by Barry John is way more beneficial than any other actor would have. He is explaining the folly to Cassio. Othello का क्या इशू है इस कैरेक्टर का, ये इशू है ना. तो उसको मैंने बोल दिया कि हाँ मैंने एक हैंकाचिफ देखा था, शायद उसमें विश्वास कर दिया. How flimsy is the reason for doubting Desdemona that she has slept with Cassio.
Yeah.
I mean, your wife, go and ask. Find out, why did you believe?
Yeah.
Like by doing Othello, I realized that I was so angry that I could have probably picked up the sun and throw it into the moon, like throw it to moon, you know, that huge magnitude of anger. I would never ever imagine that I could feel such anger. And so it also shows that every human being is capable of feeling, being the way they want to be. So if I can do it, anybody can do it.
And it could be any emotion.
It could be any emotion.
Yeah.
So the journey, according to what I have so far, where I have arrived in terms of my understanding, if I can put it in words, is that even if you have to play a role of a very generous human being, say Gandhiji, or anybody else for that matter, or Ramakrishna Paramahansadev, or Jesus Christ, it would be a monumental task to have that largeness of heart.
Yeah.
But even to play a Hitler or a killer of Gandhiji, I have to have equally large heart in order to empathize and to embrace. So I have to walk towards Gandhi to embrace the killer of Gandhi.
To
because
understand
otherwise,
his
to
point
understand
of view.
his point of view.
Yeah.
So then it's one of the greatest opportunity for an actor in order to walk towards the light.
So A, as a person, as a man yourself,
Yeah.
and then being the character of so many men that you have lived, what would you say is a true man?
Wow.
Very simply, what would you?
I think I was just telling someone today, to my friends who came for lunch. I think a true man is, or a true woman, for that matter, that's what I feel, is a person who has recognized that he's neither man nor a woman, he's a soul. I think, or a transgender, or all the other categories that we have recognized. Some of the people recognized it today. I think nature. That's what what I think now currently is that nature is not going to leave us alone till we have identified ourselves with the soul. We will be constantly fighting over gender, over territory, over religion, over tribes, over language, over, resources. So there's no other, as Ramana Maharshi says, because if we identify ourselves as not the human, not as the body, but as the soul, and the soul has a body, and that's the real identity. The reality is the soul, or the spirit, whatever you call it, is the soul. Then we are just, I'm wearing my biological costume to do this role.
Happens to be a man.
A man, or you are a woman, or another species for that matter, the bird and the insects.
So what about these characteristics that human beings have put it on a man or a woman? A man shouldn't cry. A man needs to be strong. A man
social
needs to
construct, and I think it has been changing now. Openly people are discussing you should cry, and so things are evolving. I feel I'm very hopeful.
What's left is that one is a soul.
Yes, that's I think, and we will, as I said, that nature, universe will not leave us alone till we identify that we are only souls.
And just that.
Yeah.
But this silence that you often talk about, do you chase silence, or the silence finds you?
I think when I say silence means a moment of timelessness, that I did not realize the time has passed. You are in such a state of being that you don't want to get out of it, or you don't want to change it. You are in a state of, I can't say bliss, I would say just peace, quiet. That has been thrown at me like as if somebody is like tricking you towards the greater silence. That has happened. And then once you have tasted it few times, it's almost like you are tasting terrible food and suddenly you get like, oh, this is real biryani. Oh my God, If you listen to that this is what I am knowingly wanting to search for, then you get it.
Do you believe and agree that childhood sets the tone of the narrative for us for many, many years? Has that been so for you? Like whatever you're trying to process, these questions, these shifts, do you see a connection with your childhood?
I think it is beyond childhood. Childhood is one of the molder. But I think I truly believe that we had several versions of us in existence in different dimensions, in this dimension also, which has shaped our condition right now, and childhood plays a very important part, which is in your memory, but in your unconscious memory.
And at that age, we are
Yeah.
we are just absorbing.
Yes, but you are also
Reciprocating.
filled,
You're also filled
also filled with
things
with
way
the
back.
things of the past
I believe
beyond
so.
this birth. So I think, but the childhood is a space where, because whatever actions you have done in the previous things that you have come now, and you are here, and those actions have led to this birth. And in this birth, you are, you have given another opportunity to undo yourself of the doings that you have done,
Yeah.
from your actions. And also the parents that you have chosen to come through,
Too.
they get an opportunity as well to experience this amazing innocence
Yeah.
that at their age, when they become parents, in different era, different age group has
Times.
become parents. In my case, I became parent at the age of 45. So I experienced that innocence. So it reminds me of who we actually are.
Yeah.
And then the mother also experienced that innocence through the child.
Yeah.
And the child is experienced its innocence experientially. And then you become again given an opportunity to become, to experience that innocence when you're a grandmother or a grandfather, see again. And then when you yourself is that old, when you're completely dependent on someone,
Yeah.
you become again the child. So the nature gives you these amazing opportunities, cycles, to remind you probably. That's my understanding.
I agree.
What we actually are. And then you slip into the other dimension to come back again with that experience of if you are
If you
dead,
remember.
if you die in a ripe age, when you're supposed to an older, probably that's also the time that you go into the helplessness. Your ego is hopefully dead.
Yeah.
You become. So nature gives us those opportunity, and as a child again you grow up, and if you have been heeding you have heeded those callings which we talked about in the beginning.
Yeah.
The innocence, the quietude, the signals, the signs. Oh, how did that happen? Oh, I thought of you. Just call. All this happens to everybody.
Yeah.
We do not heed
Plan
the
it.
signals.
Yeah.
We do not take them seriously. We
Yeah.
shove it under the carpet. And so you do that, and then you follow that feeling. And then you you end up going and meeting and getting the right books, right people, right situation, right company, and probably Guru will find you when you're ripe also and right
Ready
also.
for
And
that.
that happens. Yeah.
Last question. Are there I'm sure there are many, but what are those questions that are still unanswered for you? And they're there on your mind. You're
Yeah,
such a seeker.
I don't think at this point of time I have questions which are not answered, because I know those questions I have will never be answered till I am ready to get the answer. Why souls are increasing, human population have gone up. How does it work in terms of how many people die and how many people are coming in as human birth, and we were only a few thousand and then we became 8 billion almost. So how does it work in terms of those kind of technical things? Other questions, I think, whatever I needed to know, I know, because I realized that rest of the things which I probably would want to even know would be answered if I just practice. You see what I mean?
So it's not
Someone
a
said
nagging question.
Yeah, someone said, I think, I forgot whether it's Sri Aurobindo or Ramana Maharshi or Ramakrishna, that all the books in the world, you put it on one side, just practice for an hour is way more valuable than that.
Now that you're a father, do you see your father being in you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot. Lot has changed, but a lot in my impulses. Good, amazing things as well, but also the things that I did not approve of. Those things are also there. It has reduced to a great extent, but I wish that I would have worked on it before he became 15. So he had to experience certain things which I did not with that intensity, way lower, irritations and frustrations sometimes and things like that.
Things that you resisted yourself in your
Correct,
father, but
yeah,
it was in you.
Yeah, but
And
yeah, thankfully
I know
moved away.
this is really I mean, no amount of gratitude is enough if we're blessed
Yeah,
with in this lifetime to have this
yes.
understanding, to have this awareness.
Absolutely.
Like nothing can compensate.
No.
And
It's absolutely priceless. It's no comparison
yeah,
with anything.
thank you.
Thank you.
Are there things about you that you no longer associate with?
Guilt. I don't feel guilt. I feel, as I said, moment of recognition of the shame. I shouldn't have done it. So I instantly find a way to look forward and to correct it. Okay, this should not happen again. Even if it happens again I stand and I'm like, okay, next time
Take
I'll
action.
check before it happens.
Are you a follower type of a person in life, not with Guru, or are you the leader?
Dude, it's a good question and nobody asked me that.
मैंने आदिल को ये इसलिए पूछा था कि वो लीडर हैं कि फॉलोअर हैं, क्योंकि उनके जितना डीप सोचने वाला, इतना इंट्रोस्पेक्शन करने वाले इंसान के साथ में मुझे ये सवाल है कि क्या कोई एक डायरेक्शन, कोई एक मेंटर, किसी एक गुरु, किसी एक वैल्यू सिस्टम को फॉलो कर रहे हैं और इसलिए वो इस तरह से हैं जो कि हर एक चीज़ को क्वेश्चन करता है, डीप जाता है. अगर हाँ तो मैं जानना चाहती थी कि किसको फॉलो करते हैं. मतलब कितने ही लोग होंगे जो इस लेवल के एक्टर्स होंगे, परफॉर्मर्स होंगे और मेन स्ट्रीम से हट के रहते होंगे. सो ये क्वेश्चन मेरा अनआंसर्ड रहा आदिल के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में, बट ये क्वेश्चन हम सबके लिए रेलिवेंट है एट डिफरेंट पॉइंट्स ऑफ टाइम कि हम इस वक्त इस टॉपिक पे, इस मौके पे लीड कर रहे हैं कि फॉलो कर रहे हैं. मेरा खुद का एक्सपीरियंस ये है कि जब हम इस चीज़ का आंसर कर लेते हैं ना, तो बहुत सारी एंग्जाइटी हैंडल हो जाती है, क्योंकि अगर हम लीड कर रहे हैं तो हम रिस्पॉन्सिबल होना पड़ेगा, हम डिसीजन मेकर होंगे, हमको अकाउंटेबल होना पड़ेगा, और अगर हम ये हो रहे हैं तो रिजल्ट्स आएंगे. अगर हम फॉलो कर रहे हैं तो हमको बहुत सारे अपने इफ्स एंड बट्स को छोड़ देना होगा और शिद्दत से फॉलो करना होगा. बट हम लोग इसमें फंस जाते हैं, लीड करते करते फॉलो करने लग जाते हैं, फॉलो करते करते लीड करना चाहते हैं, एंड उस टाइम पे ये वर्कआउट नहीं होता है. सो आई जस्ट वांटेड, आई वाज होपिंग कि आदिल से थोड़ा सा एक और इंट्रोस्पेक्शन मिल जाए, बट ही हैज़ नॉट थॉट अबाउट इट. सो मे बी नेक्स्ट टाइम वी विल हैव एन आंसर टू दिस. पर तब तक आप अपने लिए सोचें, आर यू अ लीडर और अ फॉलोअर. और क्योंकि आपको इस टॉपिक में इंटरेस्ट है तो ज़रूर देखें अमित बहल जी के साथ में हमारा कॉन्वर्सेशन. अमित बहल वो टीवी एक्टर जिनको आपने चाणक्य में देखा होगा, शांति में देखा होगा और बहुत सारे टीवी शोज़ और फिल्म्स में भी देखा होगा. नॉर्मली ऐसा माना जाता है कि जो टीवी एक्टिंग होती है या टीवी में कोई भी प्रोडक्शन कुछ भी होता है उसको थोड़ा सा लो ही माना जाता है, बट अगर अमित बहल की कॉन्वर्सेशन सुनेंगे तो आपको समझ में आएगा कि एक अबव एवरेज एक्सपीरियंस वाला इंसान कैसा दिखता है, कैसा महसूस होता है। वो कॉन्वर्सेशन है ना सिर्फ एक एक्टर के साथ में बट एक इंटेलेक्चुअल के साथ में, एक सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन से भरे हुए इंसान के साथ में। बहुत कुछ है सीखने को about acting, about TV, about career, about shift of career, about passion, about aspiration, about family. लोडेड। उसके साथ ज़रूर देखिएगा प्रशांत गुप्ता जी के साथ में हमारी कॉन्वर्सेशन। प्रशांत गुप्ता भी हमारी इंडस्ट्री के यंग एक्टर हैं, नीरजा जैसी फिल्म में उन्होंने काम किया है और उनका एक्सपीरियंस ऐसा ही रहा कि जो बचपन से जानते थे कि वो एक्टर बनेंगे, एक्टर ही बने, लेकिन सोचने, करने और होने के बीच में जितना ये पूरा चक्रव्यूह होता है उस सबसे वो भी गुजरे। और उनका पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ऐसा था कि अगर आप जिस डिग्री के एक्टर हो उस डिग्री से आपके साथ ट्रीटमेंट होता है। ठीक है, ये नॉलेज तो बड़ी अच्छी चीज़ है, बट ये डिग्री हम चेंज कर सकते हैं या नहीं कर सकते हैं, इसके बारे में बहुत सारी बढ़िया इन्फॉर्मेशन उन्होंने दी थी। सो आई होप यू लाइक इट, कीप एंजॉइंग, कीप फ्लोटिंग विद द फिश।